And we are live. Hey, what's up? How is it going? My name is Aremu Smog and welcome to WebBoss YouTube channel. Today we'll be building a modern landing page making use of TailwindCSS inside of a React.js project. Well, technically it's actually a Gatsby.js project, and this project is not just a pet project, it's something that's actually going to be going live on otherfaces.tech. Let me just go ahead and show you what the website currently looks like. So if you go to otherfaces.tech, this is a project that I and a couple of friends are working on to tell the stories of other people in tech, product managers, graphic designers, brand identity designers, brand strategists. You get it, people who don't write code in tech. We are building this website for them to tell their stories and also to provide roadmaps to those alternative careers in tech. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This project is, of course, going to take a while. So I'll be building this over the course of the of every Sunday for the next couple of weeks. I'll be building out this website, and today the focus is just on the landing page. There's a Figma design that I'll be converting, so I'm not just coming up with a design. There's a Figma design already, and if you're ready to build like a boss, let's go ahead and get it. And by the way, do go to otherfaces.tech and join the wait list so that you will know once we are live. So let's get into it. So this is what the landing page looks like. So you have this text here, everyone in tech writes code. And of course, I'll be sharing some tips along the way, especially like if you're working on projects, things that you want to look out for and all of that, right? And also, we have a video on this channel on 5 TailwindCSS best practices in React projects. So I'll be using some of the tips from these videos. So if you are trying to build a project, I wanted to say the word scale, but then this project is not even that large, right? But these are tips that will be helpful, and you'll see me applying some of these tips as we build out this project. I've not attempted to build this website before now, because what's the point? Like, let's have some fun, see me flop, and let's just see the way things are in real life without punishing stuff up. If you are live on this session, please drop a comment in the comment section and let's have some fun. So I'm just going to get into it. So like I mentioned, we are currently in waitlist. So I'm running the project in my browser now, and this is what we have. We are cooking something for non-coding techies. So I'll come into VS Code and I'm going to check out from the master branch, and I'm going to say git checkout. I'm going to say landing page. Okay, I should have added the B flag over there. Landing page, cool stuff. So right now our index.js is the landing page, of course. So I'm just going to copy paste, then rename this guy to waitlist. Right, then I can begin to remove everything that is inside of here. So I'm just going to remove all of this. I'm going to remove every single thing that is here, so that we will have a blank page, and we are going to have a clean slate or a clean state, whatever, anyone that works for you. So just cleaning this up, cleaning up all of these guys, then basically removing all of these guys. Save it off and come back here. It says layout. What's wrong with layout? Let me just put an empty div in here for now. Save it off and what's wrong? What's the error here? Okay, we're supposed to return this. Return this guy. Then remove this guy, save it up and refresh. Let's click on this guy. I hope I didn't, oh shit, I edited the wrong thing. So I'm just going to come over here, rename this guy to, I can rename this guy to underscore.js, which is basically our name waitlist. Then rename this guy to index.js. Index.js. Wait, I hope I did the right thing. I hope I renamed the right thing. Yeah. So save it up, then come over here, refresh, and everything is gone now. Fantastic. So, of course, we have this header which comes from the current design or from the current look of things. So, which is where I'm going to begin to start styling things up. And for now, I'm just going to come over here and minimize this and say window tile to left of screen. And okay, VS Code will not show up because it is not minimized. Then bring this guy down, window tile to right of screen. then bring this guy here. Fantastic. So I'll come over to the Figma design here. So this is what the Figma design looks like. Oh god, how do I remove all these things? I need to look for a way to minimize this guy. Oh shit. These are things that probably okay. Yeah. So we have this guy now. So we have an hamburger menu here. We have the text at the center here. Then we have two buttons here. These are of course things that you want to pay attention to before you even start writing code. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to come over to the layout. I'm going to come over to the layout. Let's see what the layout looks like at the moment. So here we have the navbar, and the navbar basically just contains link to the logo, and you have other menu stuff that we don't really care about for now. So so right now what I want to do is create the hamburger menu. So for that I'm just going to create a button. Right, then I'm going to put 3 spans inside of here. Just do span, 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 span. Right, save it off, and of course we see nothing. So I'm going to come over here and say on hamburger button equals CTL. Then I'm just going to give it a, let's say, background of white for now. Then I'm going to say class name here equals a variable which we are yet to define, and call it hamburger item style. Right, then I'm going to come over here and say font hamburger item style because CTL. Then I'm just going to come over here and check out the properties inside the Figma. So what do we have here? We have the border for each one is 5 pixels and love that, right? Okay, so I'm just going to come over here and say that the height for each one should be, oh sorry, I literally forgot I was writing TailwindCSS. So I'm just going to do h 5 pixels. Of course we can use arbitrary values, and the width for now will just be the overall width of everything here. I'm just going to do width 2 pixels, width 42 pixels. Then over here I had some issues with spelling over here. Then I'm going to do BG white, BG. Let me just do BG primary for now. And come over here and let's see what we have. Whew. So yeah, so we have the hamburger button. We have then we have this here class name equals hamburger button. Hamburger button. BG white. Then the display of these guys should be inline block because hamburgers, yeah, because spans are inline elements by default. So that's what I'm doing here. So the next thing I want to do is to remove the background of this guy, of course. Okay, yeah, so BG primary, so it should be BG secondary. So each of these items are black right now. Okay, fine. Or we could just do BG white. We could do BG white. Okay, cool. So right now, all of these guys, there is really no spacing in between them. And I think that there are a couple of approaches that we could take to this, right? And I think the approach I'm going to take is, so first, I'm going to come over here and say width is 42 pixels. So that, yeah, so the width is 42 pixels. This guy should be inline block, right? Then In fact, I can make each of these guys block, right? I can make them block. Then let me just give this the BG of yellow for now. I want to see a BG red. Okay, so block, cool. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to add a margin in between all of these items. So the spacing between them right now is almost even invisible. I can barely see it. So I'll just do my, which is spacing in between each of the items. I'm just going to do my2, just to ensure that there's some spacing between each of the items. So I think this looks good. Then the next thing is to add some border radius. So I'm going to do rounded. I'm going to do rounded, cool, right? Cool. Then these guys are rounded now. Then I want to make this also of pointer, so that when you hover on it, it gives you the cursor pointer. So the next thing is to add a gradient. So I'm going to come over to the TailwindCSS documentation in order to get the appropriate gradient. So gradient colors. So the colors we have here, it says from indigo, blah blah blah. So BG gradient. I'm just going to do come over here and just do BG gradient. BG gradient. I'm just going to copy. No, I'm not going to copy. BG gradient to right. Then from I can use arbitrary values. Then I'm just going to pick the colors over here. Where's the X code? So we have So we have blue and red. So we're going to pick from this guy, from blue to red. Oh, I'm not sure that's even the correct blue. So let's just see. Okay, yeah. So this is the correct blue. So this is from this guy. So then the red color. The red color should be this, I guess. So snap F112A. Then the red color should be this guy. Okay, yeah. So let's see what that gives us. All right, cool. So, and we have this beautiful hamburger right now. But I'm having an issue in that I feel like this hamburger looks a little bigger than what we have in the design. So these are like situations where your intuition has to come into play as an engineer. Not like you are going to change up the design that has been given to you, but sometimes you just need to like improvise, or yeah, if improvisation is the right word to use. Yeah, so it just felt kind of big to me. So instead of 5 pixels, I'm going to remove the width here. I will let the button control the width. Then I'm going to do 4 pixels. Let's see that. Let's see what 4 pixels gives us. I think 4 pixels looks good. Then the width is going to be 38 pixels. Nobody's on this live stream. Yeah, more time to fuck up and flop, right? How many minutes are we in? 14 minutes in. Okay, so let's see how far we can go with it. So 4 pixels, 38 pixels. Okay. I guess we can always retrieve down the line, right? Then my is 1. Hey, I feel like okay, 2 looks too much. Okay, no no problem. So then the next thing I want to do, of course, is to adjust the width of these ones, right? So what I'm going to do essentially is I I don't seem to be able to. Oh, it's just a vector that the color was changed. Wow. I wish I could drag my designers under the bus right now, but then we just have to deal with it. So I'm just going to do an offset of pop-up pixels, right? So nth child. So just do nth child, nth child, nth child. I want to pick an nth child. Last of type, first of type. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Only last, first, target. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Last of type. That's not what I'm looking for. Empty, disabled. Nth child. Tailwind. Interesting. So, well, I guess there's something I can do, by the way. I could just do, I could just come over here and just append an extra class to this guy. And just say plus, and say that the width should be, so 38 pixels, that would be 34 pixels. 34 pixels, right? It's obviously not an optimal way to do something like this. Then I'm going to come here and say width is 30 pixels. Then let's save it up. Now let's see. Oh, of course, you have to add a space in here, and you have to add a space in here. Save it up. Now let's see. This stuff is stacked now, but I'm unsure of that difference. I'm very unsure of that difference. First letter, blah blah blah. Target. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. So I'm unsure of that difference. So I will just come over here and say, and take this guy back to 42 pixels. Okay, 42 pixels. Then I'm going to do 22. Then I'm going to do 28 pixels. I feel like that should look better. Looks like I need to take. Oh, check. So I need to take. So this should be 22 pixels. Yep. Cool stuff. So we have this beautiful hamburger menu now, right? Then the next thing we want to do is add these two buttons: get merge and donate button. So one thing I can do though, because this is looking like a lot already, I have issues with a component having a lot of code. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to abstract, or I'm going to make this into a component. So I'm just going to say const hamburger equals this, then return. I'll probably put it on that file in the future, right? Then come over here and say hamburger. Hamburger. Full stop. This is the design. This is the design. This is the code. All right, we're getting there. So up next, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this setup. I will just come over here and switch things up. So I think I'll prefer to be switching like this rather than doing what I was doing before. So right now we need to have two buttons. So I'm just going to come over here and say I'm going to make this guy a list, and I'm going to have a button. I have a custom button component, by the way, which I'm still going to try later in the future. I see that there's somebody on the stream. Please drop a comment in the comment section. Let's have some fun. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so I have a button right inside of this place already that I've created components. Then I'm just going to duplicate this button, save it up, and let's see what that gives us. Yeah, so we have two buttons here. Then I'm going to. There should be a variant. This should be secondary. Then the text on it should be get mesh. While for this guy, the variant because it's primary, which is what we currently have. The default is primary, then the text will be text would be donate. Okay, cool stuff. So back to VS Code. The text would be donate. Save it up, and let's go back here. Let's see what we have. So we have debt. We have I said debt. Sorry, I said we have what do you call it? We have donate here, and we have get merch. So I quickly want to check something here, and I know there's a I'm using the wrong button variant here. So we have sizes variant. Okay, yeah. So the variant of this button I should be using is alternative. But then normally you would expect that once you have a primary button, then you should have a secondary button. So yeah. So let's see what we have here in the code. Yeah. So now we have get merge. Okay. We're going to fix this alignment thingy, but not now. So what I want to do now is I'm just going to say class name. So I'm going to create a new variable. I'm going to call it const buttons wrapper style. I'm just going to do ctl right. I'm going to make it a flex items center. Then I'm going to add a gap. Let's see what the spacing in between the two is 11 pixels. So I'm going to add a gap of 11 pixels. Save it up. Then just come over here, copy this variable because why shouldn't you? And come over here and say class name equals button wrapper style. Someone is on this live stream, but they are not talking. Okay, yeah. So we have the space in between these two guys now. So I'm going to inspect and see why we have that issue with the alignment of this guy. So we have span text. So one thing I'm going to do, or something I'm going to try out is this. I'm going to try and swap the text. So I'm going to make the text on this donate. So is it the button variant or the text? So definitely the button variant. Let me try and see if I can debug this. Let me try and see if I can debug this. Just match. And so I'm going to the button components. Then let me see what the markup looks like. Blah blah blah. Text variance because these are children. And all of that. Yada yada. Okay. Let me check the primary. This guy is at the center. Then this guy here. We have all of these things. BG black, BG tip content, and all of that, right? Then you have this guy. And where are all the styles? Alternative white. So because of I think I know what this is, but it's going to take a while for me to debug. So I'll just try with the stream, then maybe some other time we are going to look at this. So for the text, so there's an issue here now in that this guy is no longer at the center, it is shifted towards this. So I'm guessing because we are using a nav wrapper, that's why. So let me go to the nav bar, and I'm going to do nav style items justify between. Okay, logo style. I'm going to do flex string 0. Right. Then I'm going to do. Okay, this is quite interesting. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a way to tackle this, right? Which is basically right now each of these guys are picking up the available spaces. So if I do this, if I say the hamburger, I do div and I put this guy here, and I say the width is. I'll just come over here and say class name and say that the width is 33%. That's the problem I actually didn't anticipate, right? And I come over here and say that the div Also, and the width is also 33%. 3%. Then I do the same for this button. Okay. Since they have a wrapper, I'll just come over here and say that the width is. No, I don't want to do that. I want to wrap it in another view for that. Bam. Save it up and let's see what that's going to do next. Now, better. What's wrong? Control Z that. Okay, I'll save it off and let's see what's happening. So pretty much the same issue. Let me see why that is happening. Oh, check. Okay, I know what's happening now. So for this guy, I also now need to do. I'll just do text center. No, not just text center. Okay, I could do flex, and I'll just do justify center, justify n. Oh shit. I did it for. I thought I was doing it for the logo, but I was doing it for something else. Save it up. Text center. Okay. Text. I center. There is a big issue here, and I didn't even observe that. Okay, but I think that I'm actually doing the right thing, right? For me, visually things look imbalanced, but I guess that's what is in the design. This guy is just at the center, but it is actually closer to these two buttons than than it is to this guy. That was something I didn't see before now, but then I guess that's what was designed, and we just like move on from that. Let me try and zoom out. Okay, that's what was designed. I was almost beginning to panic, like, okay, like what exactly is happening here? So, but no problem. So what I'm just going to do, or what I'm going to do next is, I think I'll just adjust the max width. Let me see if there's a max width here. Yeah, so I'll probably just adjust this max width up a little so that, so I'll probably do it, let me do 1400 pixels. Yeah, so that at least there is a little bit of more space in between, from the sides. So I think I'm pretty fine with what we have so far. Okay, I'll still come up. I'll still come and fix this guy later. But this guy is so close. I have an issue with that. Sorry, I have an issue with that. BG. Let me just do a color that will be visible. Let me see. Yeah, it's literally ramming up against the edge of this. Then, then this guy as well. Okay, yeah. So this should be flex, then flex end, or justify end rather. Aha! I knew something was off. This looks way better. Interesting. Cool stuff. Someone is not. This feels more like it. This feels much more visually balanced than what we had before. Okay, so for the nav, I want to see the height of the nav bar. So I'm just going to do a BG of yellow, which may not work because I don't think yellow is one of the things that shifts with BG of white. I think white is like my go-to color here. Okay, yeah. This nav bar is too large, way too large. So, and why is that? We have max with this. Let me remove the horizontal padding. Horizontal padding for this guy. Let's see what we have. Nav style, justified content. So, if this seems very large, why is that? What is responsible for that? Let's see if we can find out. Let's dig deep. You're just joining this live stream, drop a comment in the comment section. This is what we are building. This is the design that we are building. We are currently on the header. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section as well. So I'm trying to see why the height of this is so large. So we have PS, we have PY, we have this guy. Is there like an header or something? Okay, yeah. So there's an header. There's a main header style. There's a main header style. So it is wrapped in an header, right? And the header style has its open, height full, and all of that, right? Let me see. LG equals this guy. There's nothing here that dictates that the height of this should be what do you call it? Should be that large. But let's see. Let's check some other stuff. Okay, it seems like it's the logo. The logo is very, very big. So, and why is that? Let's see. Oh shit. So there are some margin top and bottom to the logo. So I'm going to remove that. And boom. Yeah. We are there now. So what I'm going to do is I'll come over to the nav. It says just observing, I don't code. It's okay. So I'll come over to the nav and I'm just going to do PY 24 pixels, PY 24 pixels. Wow. Just add some padding in there. PY 24 pixels. Let's see. Why is this not working? Refresh. PY 24 pixels. Okay, let me make this white background. Or let me make it a margin. I can make it a margin actually. Okay, yeah. And margin works. Interesting. Okay, can I show of course I can show the design. So this is the design. Just let me know once you're comfortable immersing yourself in the design. And if you think it's something that is simple or more, I can try. I don't mind observing this live stream and let somebody else code it too. Just let me know. Ayodeji says, can I show the design? I'm showing the design now. Let me know what you think. If you're done seeing the design, I can so that I can get back to coding. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm just trying to have some fun here. He's laughing. Okay, I guess it's time to move on. so let me continue writing code. So yeah, so we pretty much have the navbar pretty much set up, right? Yeah, so this is what the navbar looks like when you open it. Oh, you can't see it. Let me show it again. Can you see it? Is anybody else on this live stream? Can you see what the design looks like? Please, if you can see what the design looks like, let me know so that we can get to it. Please drop your comments in the comment section. If there's anything I'm doing wrong while I'm writing this code, please let me know. I'm not here as almighty know-it-all. I'm here as oh, it says you can't see it on YouTube. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Ayodeji says you can. Please, if there's somebody else, if there's anybody else who can see it, please do let me know. Please do let me know. Okay, it says we can now. Amazing. Nice to have you, Zine. Nice to have you, Ayodeji. Please feel free. If there's any mistake I'm making while I'm writing the code, please feel free to call my attention to it. I'll keep on checking. I'll keep on checking the chats. Now people are here. I'm more energized, more pumped. Please show up every Sunday, everybody. I'm begging you, literally. So yeah. So we have this overlay. We have this overlay that opens up when people click on this icon. So that's the next thing we are going to code, right? So I'm just going to come over here, and for now, I actually have a menu component that I'm basically just going to clear everything that is here. I'm just going to clear everything that is here because this is. I'm going to close everything that is here so that we don't stress each other. So okay, so I'm going to start afresh. So so this is going to be a div, right? Then I'm going to say nav wrapper style. If you don't understand this, my approach to writing Tailwind, there's a video on this channel. This is the video, 5 Tailwind CSS best practices in React project. That's the approach that I use to build stuff, and that's what I'm using here. So CTL, right? I'm just going to come over here and say width should be full, right? Then the height should be full as well. Then the background should be black, right? We're getting somewhere. So for now, I'm just going to create a nav. I'm just going to create a nav item here. I'm just going to say UL, then I'm just going to do LI. I'm just going to do about us. I would of course like update this markup later. So for now, I'm just going to apply the style to this and say class name, because now wrapper style, now wrapper style. It's just better to copy and paste. Don't stress yourself. Nigeria is already stressful enough, so why would you be stressing yourself? So I'll come over to the navbar. Then I'm just going to come over here and click on. I'm just going to click on menu. But I'm going to import that menu component, and by now it should cover everywhere. Okay, it's not covering everywhere. This guy is shy. So I'm going to come over to the menu, right? I'm going to make the position. I'm going to make the position fixed. Then left 0, right 0, right 0, top. Oh shit. Top 0, and let's see what this is. Now it covers everything. Amazing. Cool. Good stuff. So, but there are a couple of things we need to, when this navbar opens up, we need to add the other pieces of text logo, and we need to have a cancel button as well, right? So in order to do that, I'm just going to come over here and create an header, right? I'm going to come over here and create an header. Then, of course, I'm going to create a close button. So I'm going to have a button here. I'm going to have 2 spans inside of it. You can basically just do this. You can use self-closing tag. That's what they call. For a long period of time, I used to call self-closing tag inline elements. So for things like break, I used to call it what they call inline elements. Whereas that's not what inline elements are, right? Yeah, but thank God we've grown. We've seen the light now. Glory be to Jesus. Amen. So now I'm going to bring in the logo. So I'm going to bring in a link. So I have a link, a custom link component that I use, right? I'm just going to come over here and steal the image that I've created already inside of the navbar. I'm actually having an headache on this stream. I don't know. So I'm a bit slow. I'm just trying to be energetic and shit. And then to get the gist, pray for the culture. Static image, other pieces of tech. We have this logo now. Then so the home page, that's where we want to go to. Save it up and let's see what we have. Okay, cool stuff. So then the next thing now is font header style, right? CTL. This is just basically text, items between, right? So that there can be items in between it. Then I'm just going to add a dummy div here, just to ensure that this guy can be at the center and we don't run into the problem that we ran into earlier. So the 2 people here, you are the real MVPs. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for showing love. Your reward is in heaven. How do they say it? I know you're not teachers, but your reward is in heaven. Flex. Okay, it should be justified between. Sorry. That's the primary axis. Okay, you see that these guys are the center now. And, yep. So then we are going to do items center as well. Good stuff. Then there's some padding here to the top, about 59 pixels. So I'm just going to do PY 9 pixels. 9 pixels. Let's see. All right, cool stuff. Then the next now is the close button. So what's the width of the close button? So there are two approaches that you can take to things like this, right? The cheapest approach is just come here, take this guy. Oh shit. Oh, I can't move it because I don't have edit access. So you could just simply come in here and export. You can export this, something like this, as an SVG, and you'll be good to go. Or you could decide to code it from scratch using spans, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to export it because I'm here for the soft life. I feel like there are more complex things that we should be building than spending the time building a close button, and the SVG is going to be very tiny. So I'm going to come over here to documents. I'm going to come over to assets. I'm looking for the project document, web boss. So sorry, I'm slow. Like I'm battling an headache right now. But this is just like one of the things that I said I'm going to do this year, which is to stream every Sunday. And yeah, here we are. So I'm going to come over to source, assets, images, SVGs, and I'm just going to do close.svg. Close. Where is it? I'm just going to replace this close icon. Close.svg. Replace. So if you're working in React project, this is a React tip. You can actually import SVGs directly. Use using something called import React component as, right? But because this is a Gatsby project, there is another approach to doing that, which I'm actually going to show you. And so basically, I can come over here and say import. Oh shit. Import those icons from SVG. Let me check if I set up an absolute path for SVG. So if I come over to my Gatsby config.js, I want to see if I have something for, okay, yeah, so SVGs, cool. SVGs slash those.svg. Then I can come in here now and just say, I'm just going to wrap it in a button for accessibility's sake, such that if somebody is tabbing through, they're able to see their, what do you call it? It automatically focuses on it for them. So I'm just going to do those icons. What's constant? Those icons. Save it up. Let's see what we have. Worst thing is going to break. Okay, yeah. So element type is invalid, blah blah blah. Import close icon from this guy. And you see we have the close icon. Amazing. Whoop! Are you not enjoying this? Okay, right. I guess I could have done the same thing for the logo as well, but we'll just let that pass for now. So of course this is at the edge of this. That's not what we want. Then what I can do over here is I can bring in a container. I have a container component which basically has like a max width to prevent things from touching the edge. It's actually something I advise, especially if you are working in the React project. So okay, yeah, cool. But our container seems to be doing too much. Let me check what the max width of the container is. So max width is screen LG. That's depending on what we want. We want 40 pixels. Okay, MX Auto, yeah. Not what we want. So I want to see, it seems there's a bug of some sort. Let's see what's wrong there. Okay, there is no padding. That's the problem. So there needs to be a padding. I'm going to come over to my navbar here. So this is what your senior engineers, this is what they do in real life. They'll just be stealing styles up and down without shame. So I'm just going to come over here and say, go into the container component. Container. Okay. For some reason, I'm just used to like using arbitrary values inside of Tailwind. You can use the default values that shift with Tailwind, please. So okay, yeah, I think this works. This works. But we'll know if it works by the time we show the navbar, because they both must be aligned so that the user doesn't even literally notice. So okay, so we have that. Then I'm going to adjust the width of this guy. It feels too big. I don't know if it's just me, but if you look at it here, let me see. Okay, they didn't prototype this design, but look at it here. It doesn't feel as big as what we are currently seeing. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm just going to say, you can come in here, save this guy, come to the menu. I'm going to say that maybe the width is should be like 150. Let's see. Yeah, I can say that the width should be 150. And let's see what that gives us. I'm not sure that changed anything. So the width is 150. Let me try 120, because that still feels big to me. I think it's getting smaller. Okay, yeah, it's 120. It's actually getting smaller. Then I'm going to do 100 right now. Okay. The button seems to be doing some automatic styling. So I'm just going to come over here and say on close button style equals CTL, and I'm going to do padding 0, margin 0, and I'm going to come over here and say class name equals close button style. I don't know why I'm not getting IntelliSense, maybe because I'm running a lot of things connected to monitor and stuff. But let's do this, save it up, and let's see what I do. Oh, I see. I need to modify the SVG. I understand what's happening now. So come over to Assets, Images, SVG, then close SVG. View box is 36 by 36. I see. I think I need to remove the width and height, and just leave the view box alone. Exactly. So I need to remove that width and height so I can pass the width and height to it. So if I come back to the menu.js, then I can come over here and say 36. And let's see what that gives us. Cool stuff. So this is the original width. I'm going to take it to 32. So righty. This is perfectly fine by me. All right, cool stuff. Now, let's focus on the list items, right? Then, so let's come over here. I want to see what their font sizes are, so I can know the right things to attach them to. Inspect, inspect. What is the font size of it? This is 48 pixels, right? This is 48 pixels. This is 54 pixels. So technically, this is H3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the text component. Right. Then the H3 will now be what? 48 pixels. 8 pixels. Then this will be 54 pixels. 54 pixels, while this will be 96 pixels. Save it up. Then come back to the navbar. Menu. Then I'm going to say that text is our custom text component. The variant should be H3, but it should render as a list item. Let's see. Let's see. Nothing is showing up. Okay, I didn't add anything. I didn't add any text about us. Okay, it's showing up, but the color is black. I can just say text primary. The color rather. That's primary. They're not showing anything. Let me do primary 100. Alright, cool stuff. So let's check the design. So I will just do nav wrapper, okay? Then I will just do list wrapper CL X right. List wrapper. All right. Bring it in the container. It's no longer touching that edge, but this guy feels the distance from here to here. The distance from here to here, and the distance from here to here is not the same actually. So we need to. I need to add some extra spacing over here. Menu. List wrapper. Key right. Then I'm just going to. What's the distance? 298 pixels, 239 pixels. So I'm doing MB. Here 239 pixels. That's going to be LG. 39 pixels, save it up. All right, cool. Then of course you want to add a link in there, and link. So about us. Correct. So the page does not exist. So the next thing we want to do is add an active class name. Active class name, which is when you click on it. What do you want? So const active page length first CTL. Oh, now this is so we need to we need to add color to the background and use the text to fit the background. That's how this is going to work. So bg gradient right, then bg gradient right, and say from, then the one we used over here in the navbar, copy it over here and paste it in here. Let's see. Then I'll come over here. Then I will say to be able to apply the active class name. Okay. Let me just do class name for now before the active class name. And let's see what that gives us. All right, cool. So we have this guy in the background now. So what I want to do now is use the text to clip the background. So I'll just do clip background clip. Yeah, so bg clip text. So that's what we need to do. Then we are going to say that the text should be transparent, because if it has a color of white, boom, 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 and that is done. This was one of the things I didn't think I would do on this live stream. But I guess when you start these things right, you end up wanting to do it right. See, right? When you start these things right, you end up wanting to do it right. Cool stuff. So I'm going to just, let me come over. I think I should have so what I want to do is I want to create an object that will contain all the pages that we need. So if I come over to config, yeah, you see menu, index.js. So for the header menu, so we have home page, we have the title, we have the description, all of those things. Life is not that hard. I'm just going to come over here and say menu, and it will be rename. Let me see what the footer.json looks like. Okay, so I'm just going to rename this guy. I'm going to rename this guy to header.json, which is basically the menu items in the header. You say wow. Then yeah, it's going to be an object of objects, and it's going to be an array of objects. So this is going to be an object. Then the title is JSON, so everything will be a string. So the title is going to be about us. The URL is going to be about us, right? What else do we need? So what are the other pages we have here? We have stories. all the people that don't join this live stream, if anybody comes and say, come and teach me something, well, Sean, I appreciate send them this live stream, Sean. You know too hard. You cannot come and be stressing somebody's song. Donate. So this should be donate. Then get merch. You can sack our designers, right? We should sack them. How will you spell merch as mesh? How are they related? Get merch. So I'm going to change the key of these guys to the toe. And why this guy will be extra. Alright, good stuff. So what that means now is I can come over here and say export all from header. Then I can come, okay. So I can now say let me come over to the menu. Right, I need to check something quickly inside of the footer. And policies now. Okay. So I just need to see, so I've seen what I've got what I'm looking for. I'm just going to come over here to menu. I'm just going to say that const menu lists. Why am I saying const? It should be an import. Import menu list from config / menu / header.json. What that means, this is going to return an array. What that means now is that I can now come over here and say, and look through this guy and basically create a loop here and say, menu list dot map menu item, then return. I'm going to return this guy. Over here, I'm going to destructure the title and the URL and so. Oh, okay. I'm going to destructure the title, so just so that I can catch it over here. Title. Then I'm going to just spread the menu item here. Then the key will be the, let me do URL for my href. So the key will be the URL or href. So depending on what I'm able to get, then I'm going to do the menu item. Now, let me show you some magic. Abracadabra. My mind. Boom. Then we have 4 items here now. Cool stuff. So, what's the spacing between each of these items? We have 61 pixels, right? So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come over here and say class name and say margin bottom should be 1 pixels, right? 1 pixels. That's a lot from what we are seeing here. So I'll cut it into like 56 pixels. Okay, cool stuff. So this class name now should be active class name. The active class name. Save it up. None of these guys are showing up. However, if I go over, oh, see me, I'm speaking accent. So we have all these items now. So if I go, So let me check the link component. I'm not sure it expects. Okay, yeah. So then I'm going to do active if this equals, because this guy and link equals element. If it's to and link dot props equals to, so also and link element dot no and link props dot active class name equals active class name, which is something we'll now get over here. So now let's see what happens. So if I come over to the JSON for this header, we'll come over to the JSON for this header, and I do this, and I change this guy to this guy /stories /donate / match. Save it up, and you see, boom, about us is now selected. So the page that you are on gets highlighted according to design. Okay. We're getting there. We're just an hour in, so let's see how far I can go before. I'm actually super tired, but I'm just trying to push. You know, push. Yeah. So header.json, blah blah blah, about us. Let me come back to the menu. Then the padding right is 239 pixels. I'm just going to do 200 pixels. Going to do 200 pixels. Like that's even too much. I'm going to do 120 pixels. Okay, or maybe 80 pixels. Hope that my designers don't come for my head. Okay. So for get merch, we have, you can actually support us to buy merch. It's just 7,500 naira to get a t-shirt from other places of tech. Oh, I'm not wearing the t-shirt. I could have done proper advertisement. But let me just come back here. So what I wanted to get is the link to the merch. So I'll come over here. Let me just close every other thing. Close others. Then I'll do header.json. He's very tired. He's very tired. People should come and support our house. So this should take you to, yeah. So this takes you to the base tag page. But there's a modification I need to make to this guy, because I don't want to leave that particular page when what do you call it, when you're navigating. So we have URL here. Save it up. Let me go back here. What's happening? All right, cool. So get merch, and it now opens another browser tab. Amazing. So we've gotten this far. The next thing I want to do is to be able to close this guy and open it up and all of that, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over back to the navbar, right? I'm going to come back to the navbar, and I'm going to say, okay, yeah, so on menu open, this states for some menu. Perfect. So I'm just going to come over here and say, if the menu is open, please open menu, show the menu, else don't do anything. So right now you see that this guy is gone. So, and when do you want to open the menu? When this guy is clicked on. So I'm going to pass, so this function basically just turns the menu on and off. This thing is called a function, in case the person on this live stream doesn't understand the way coding works. And the function is just a piece of code that you can reuse for other things. So I'll come over here and I will say on toggle, because on toggle, right? Then I'll come over here and I'm just going to add it on toggle, right? Then I'm going to say on click. When they click on this button, because on toggle, save it up and let's see what happens. Boom. Magic. Yeah. Now, you've been able to open it, but we've not been able to close it. That's a problem, obviously, right? So I'm just going to do basically the same thing, and I'm just going to come over here and say on toggle equals on toggle. Save it up, come back to the menu.js, right? And you guess, I think you can guess what we are going to do here. We are going to catch on toggle. We've caught it here already. Same native, because I have this thing already out. Then I'm going to do on click, because on toggle. Save it off. And if I click on this guy now, as you have guessed, we should close it up. Boom, 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 boom. Skibidi papa. Okay, but there's a problem. Can anybody tell me what the problem is? Only one person is on this side. I'm not serious. Okay, but there's a problem here, and the problem is when you click on this guy feels like he's jumping around, and that's just because of the padding that we added to this guy over here. Yeah, I'm gaining some accent because what I'm working on is working. So instead of doing a PY of 59 pixels, we are going to do a PY of 24 pixels because that's what the main page itself has. So now if I close it, you see, it feels, it's still jumping, but it feels less jumpy, right? I think that is manageable and much more acceptable than what we had before. If you agree with me, my colleagues on this call. Okay, none of my colleagues are on this call. But then this is what it is. We can roll with this for now. We'll get to other things. So let me see what other things we have on this design. We have join us, we have hello, we have the contact us page. I'll probably just implement these ones later because I don't see them having high priority. I don't see them as having high priority. And we'll just go ahead and implement this guy. And next week, we'll finish up this page. I'm super tired. We are 1 hour, 12 minutes into this live stream. What time is it? It's 8:11 p.m. GMT +1 West African time. So, but yeah, this is a really good place to start. I'm pretty much happy with where we've gotten to. So I'm just going to come over here and say git add, then git commits, fix, main error. Full stop. Now, let's come back to the home page. Source, pages, index.js. So that's the home page. So of course, I'm just going to come over here and just create a section. Right, that will be the hero section, and we are going to have an header here, right? And we are going to have the text. Text is a custom component that I have created just like make things easy and all. Then it's done. Oh, okay, I'm back. Bash text, right? Then the text is going to be everyone in tech writes code. Then I'm going to wrap this guy in a span just so that I can strike it out. Ciao. Everyone in tech writes code. Then save it up. Let's even see what we have so far. Let's close it. Okay, it's aligned to, okay, everyone in tech writes code. It's showing actually, but the color is black, so I'm going to do text white or primary 100. Anyone primary 100. What's happening? What's happening here? Okay. Surprised that so let me just do class name, text, right? Text primary 100. Okay, let's see. It seems not to be having any effect on this young man. Text primary 100. What might the problem be? Let us inspect further. Oh, I see. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll go into the text component, color. Let me make it primary 100. So let's see what that gives us. Okay, yeah, perfect. And everybody is happy. But this 96 pixels seem a little too big, and that's what is in the design. Then you have to use your common sense, right? This is the point where you use your common sense. So the size for our H1 is 96 pixels, and apparently right now it looks too big. It is too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this guy 76 pixels. And don't ask me what is the rationale. I just feel like that's the next closest thing, right? I feel like just my work. Okay. So here we have the center. Good stuff. Right, then this guy will now be class name line through to ensure that we can strike it out. Good stuff. Then I'm going to say this height of this guy should be full. Then I'm going to wrap this guy in a D. I'm going to wrap this guy in a D. Right. Because I'm about to make it a flex and I align items in the center. So flex, items, center, justify, center. And let's see what it gives us. I think it should be screen. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for, bro. So text again. The variants. Let's see what variants we have in here for a paragraph text. We have P16, P12. I would go with P18. Thank you. P18. And we have this bunch of text. I'm just going to copy and paste. Z, save it off. And woo! Okay. Okay, so right now we're just going to do class name. I'm going to add some margin to the top, definitely. And that margin value is 20 pixels. Then the max width will be, what's it? 193 pixels. Max width. Max width is just 1,110 pixels. Then max width. Looks like that, even that is still a lot. So I'm going to make it 1,000 pixels. Okay, yeah. So we're telling the story of blah 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 blah. Okay, so then up next, we need a button. Button, some components, of course, and the text on it is what? The text on it is start your journey. Start your journey. By default, the variant is primary. The size should be large, extra large. Perfect. Then the class name, just for some margin and stuff. Okay, I could just come over here and add the margin manually and say my is 20 pixels. Okay, so that allows us to do some of these shenanigans. So okay, now up next is this section, which I'm actually excited to implement. So instead of saying that the screen should be, the eye should be the screen size, I'm just going to make it min height. So the minimum height should be the screen size. Full stop. Now I'm going to have a list of pews or rows, right? Oh, cool. So I'm just going to say const row equals the text or the name of the role. The name of the role, right? And I'm just going to return a span and the name of the role. So this is basically what we have right here is basically different non-technical roles in tech, which is basically what the website that we're building is about. I feel so tired. So yeah, Gmail, let's get back to it. So so this is the role, right? So right now I'm just going to do const rows, right? And I'm just going to make this an array, and I'm going to say SEO writer, SEO writer, SEO writer, product designer, product manager, virtual assistant, then what other role do we have here? Motion designer. I think we'll work with that for now. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, create a new div, and I'm going to do text. I'm going to say the variant should be an H2, but it will render as a span. That's what I want. Text. Whoop. I'm tired actually. Okay, so I'm going to map over these rows, and just like show them on screen for now. So I'm just going to do rows.map, right, row, return row. The name is a role, and we need to have a key. I'll just do key equals um, role dot replace. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. I needed that. Replace. So replace. So what I want to do is I want to replace all the spaces here, right? The global search places, and I want to replace them with an hyphen, right? Then to lowercase. So that works. It's going to work even if my regex is incorrect, because all I want to do is just get unique keys. But it's going to work. I believe it's going to work eventually. Save it up. And let's see. Where are we? Alrighty. Cool stuff. So one thing I didn't specify in our flex of our flexing here is the flex direction. Flex column. I want it to be a column. So I want things to be stacked on top of each other. That's what we have right now. Amazing. Right? Then over here, I want this guy to be flex. We're getting there. Well, let's do H3. Okay. I don't want the flex to I don't want the flex to wrap, so flex wrap, flex no wrap. Right, so that means if I increase the number of items in here, let's see what that's going to give us. Okay, yeah, so flex no wrap, but also what I want is then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do class name flex string 0. All right, cool stuff. Now everything is on a line, but it's getting, now our website is long. We obviously don't want this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the overflow this guy to hidden. It gets cut off. So you have the design here where some of the items are getting cut off, right? So the next thing I need to do is add some padding and some border to this, and which just might be done with that role item or with that role component. The animation, I will not be doing that this night. So let me just do P4, and let's see. Then I'll do border. Just do border. Let's just do border 2 for now, and we're going to do border primary 100, and let's see what I gives us. Okay, yeah, so everything now looks rammed up against each other, right? Then also, and oh yeah, because it's inline, so then I need to do inline block. I need to make this an inline block. Oh no, I'm making a mistake here, and the mistake I'm making is I'm applying it to the parent component, not the child component itself. That's terrible, man. So same it in here, and let's see what we have. Oh, amazing. That's what we want, right? Then I'm going to add a margin to the left and to the right, just so that we have some spacing. Perfect. Whew. Then we have rounded. Let's see. Okay, we want it to be fully rounded, so this will not help. Rounded full. Good stuff. We are getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Woo! Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So then I'm going to put, let me make this guy an H4. Text this kind of it. Okay, yeah, perfect. So for this guy now, what I'm going to do is, so this is the design. So what I'm going to do is, I of course need to add some margin to the top. So let's measure what that is, 1.9 pixels. Then I'm going to come over here and just do empty because I think this is 1.9 pixels. I'm not sure any of this is up to 1.8 pixels. Okay, 1.8 pixels sounds about right. Oh, that's a mistake. Empty protect too. Let's see. Perfect. Almost perfect. Then okay. I think I'm liking the way this looks. All right. I feel like, let me see the design. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to add more padding to the left and to the right. Welcome. Thank you for the words of encouragement. I needed that, man. Yes, the code will be available on GitHub. Yeah, I'll make the code available on GitHub. I don't know. I should have added it to this live stream. So PY, and I'm going to do PX6. Step it up. Now let's see what we have here. Alrighty, it's still not there yet. It's like something I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing it here. Okay, it seems we're getting there. Right. Then this guy, the space in here is small. We have more space over there, so I'm just going to measure the space, 88 pixels. That's a lot in my opinion. Well, I didn't do this design. That's what the designers think, right? So class name is equals empty, and we are going to look for 88 pixels. And I'm impressive. So let's just do 80 pixels. Just because I didn't even like the idea. Okay, it's not working. Let's see. So can we accept classes? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over back to the index.js. Then I'm going to do this. I'm going to say empty because this. Then margin bottom equals 20. And that's 80 pixels technically. Save it up, come back here. Oh no. This should be MB. Save it up, and boom. We got it. So now, all I have to do is just basically repeat this guy. Of course, they see a lot of cleanups I need to do. I'll probably be doing a lot of cleanups next week, considering that we've been able to, like, at least we have our menu items now. Oh shit. So there's a problem with our menu. That's why you should always test your code before you push out to your customers. So this guy right here is kind of overlapping on this. Let me see. Did we add a background to our menu? I'm guessing that's the reason why we are having this problem. So let me check the menu. Menu wrapper style. Nav wrapper style. Let's see. BG background. Okay, so let's just do the classical Z999. Let's see what happens. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So let's close this up. And it's gone. Close this up. Okay, nice. Love it. You gotta love it. Cool stuff. So by next week, we are going to see how we can animate these guys and also like do a lot of cleanups. So for now, I'm just focused on getting the job done, which is what you want to do many a times, even when you are working on a live project or something. So I'm just going to come over here, duplicate this guy, basically the same styles. Then the margin itself now will be like 8. Stop. So something I can do, of course, is I can do a row.reverse here, right? Then yeah, then map, just to ensure that there is some spice to it, so that there's an offset. That looks good. Fantastic. What do you think? Okay, so these arrows, I'm going to add them next week as well. All right. To be honest, I'm thinking of calling it a day for today, but I think I can implement one more thing, which will be, let me see what that can be. Let's do the subscribe section. So I'm going to come over to components. I'm going to come over to components. And I'm going to, what do we have here? Subscribe newsletters. So I'm going to come over here and say newsletter. Then I'm going to create a newsletter.jsx, right? Then I'm going to do const newsletter equals, let's just return a container for now. Where's the container component? Container, and for now I'm just going to have a section over here, and this section is going to have a div, and there's going to be another div. All right, cool stuff. Then I have this text that says subscribe. So I'm just going to come over here and do text, which is our text component. Put some text component, by the way, and I'm going to do variant equals P18. The color should be, let's just do primary 100 for now. Okay, not primary 100. We need to make it yellow because that's what is in the design, so that you don't pick up bad habits. So okay, OFT light yellow. So I'm going to just pick this value for now. Then I'm going to come into the tailwind.config.js. Whoop, my neck pains me. Oh my goodness. Getting daily bread should not be this hard, man. Yellow. I'm going to call it yellow, and I'm going to continue default. Yes. That. Alright, good stuff. So what that means is I can now come back to the newsletter and say color should be yellow. And the value is what? Another text component. Variant is h2. And what is the value going to be? Join thousands of techies who are ready to eat it, who are ready for the big hit. I'm not sure that's the content I wrote. That sounds kind of cheesy. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Save it up. Now let's see what we have. Okay, we'll just roll with that for now. Then I'm going to basically just duplicate this guy. Come over here. And the value is going to change. The color is no longer yellow as well. The color should now be primary 100. Okay, primary 100 is now the default, so we are good. Then I can come over here and say that be part of blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So this is an instruction that the data for the number of people that would be in this, that will be shown here, will be sourced from MailChimp. That's something we'll do later. We are doing this every Sunday for like how many Sundays? So we did here. We'll clean up, we'll fuck up, we'll flop, and all of that. Interesting and amazing. Cool stuff. So I'm going to come over here, index.js, export this guy, and export all from newsletter. Put into the index.js file for this guy, then export all from newsletter. Save it up, then come over to the home page and it's in the newsletter. Let's see what that gives us. I'm not expecting much. It says React must be blah 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 blah. So what's container? What texts from text, then import React from React. Right, let's see what that gives us. It's saved up now, but we're not seeing the text. We're not seeing the content of the newsletter. Is there anything the problem? Okay, yeah, John thousands of references, blah 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 blah. Okay, so for this section, I'm actually going to use a grid, right? For this section, I'm going to use a grid. I'm going to say class name equals grid, then grid column 2. I want 2 columns. Let's see. Join thousands of techies who are ready for the big hit. So this seems, let me check if there's a grid or something I can look at. Seems I can, let me see. View. Layout grids. Okay, yeah. So I want to see how many columns each of these takes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this takes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it literally like takes up what do you call it? There's a space to the left. Okay. So I could just come over here, which I'm not sure I want to do that, by the way. I'm not sure I want to do that, right? So what I would do, I will go back to, let me think through this through. Yeah, okay, let's do column drop, then class name equals 3, 4, 1. Column span 5. Right, then I'm just going to add a div here to fill in for that one on the left. Correct. Cool stuff. Join thousands of techies who are ready for the big hits. I'll probably do a course span of 6. But it could be issues with the font size though. What's the font size of this? What font size am I using here? Let me see. This is a 54 pixels font size. Let me see what font size we have here. It's 54 pixels, but definitely bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the text component. I'm just going to reduce the font size of the H3 to 48 pixels, because apparently of the H2 rather to 48 pixels. Apparently 54 pixels, and boom, it looks just the way it is on the designer. Young thousands of techies who are ready for the big hits. Cool stuff in it. So one thing I want to confirm now is, does this guy take up the entire screen? The answer is no, it doesn't take up the entire screen, but it uses an incredible amount of space. So I'm going to add some padding to the top and bottom. So I'm going to come to newsletter and I'm just going to say py equals, let me go with 8 for now. We can always adjust things later down the line. You know, 99.9% of times when people say that we are adjusting, we end up not adjusting things. But we are going to adjust things. We don't do that here. We are better. We are better human beings. We are trying to be better human beings, whatever. So, okay. So this, what we have right here, is actually a little bit tricky to implement, but it is not impossible to implement. It's tricky in that you have a gradient of color that is flowing from left to right, and you have two components here. You have an input component here, and you have a submit button. So the question is, what do? Don't overthink it, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'll come over here, right, inside of here. I'm going to create a form component, and I'm going to, let me see. I can't even remember what this custom image looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, interesting. See that? How nice is that? So I'm just going to come over here, first name, form. I'm going to say margin top equals margin top, let me see, 105 pixels, 105 pixels. Let's see what that gives us. Okay, we're getting there. I think 105 pixels is too much though. So I'm just going to do 85 pixels. Alrighty. Then I'm just going to say placeholder equals enter your email. Alright, cool. I'm actually cool with this. We are not going to design the button or functionality today, so it's perfectly fine. We will move on. From here, or at this point, right? So we have this guy, something we're going to deal with next week. I'm just going to see. I'm just trying to see like how many sections can I check off before I log off for today, because I'm super tired. I know nobody sent me work, but this is what it is. So I'm back on the home page now. And this is a section. Then we have text. The variant is H2. Variant is H2, and the text is a clear roadmap for you. Text is a clear roadmap for you. Clear roadmap for you. Then text. We have another text variant. This is basically a template. I appreciate the people on this live stream. Like, I don't take this shit for granted anymore. Send me up. Barbing is there. Tailoring is there. But I said no. It's code I want to write. I said no. I know I was like code. Pass name. Text. Center. Pass name. Max width equals 819. I'm going to do 719. This is just learning from experience. 719 pixels. 719 pixels. And method to import. Let's see. Okay. Cool stuff. The spacing here is 68 pixels. So I think I can do margin top 8 pixels. Clear roadmap for you. That's a lot. I'm going to do 54 pixels. You say bargain, yes sir. Or shoemaking. Any of the above. So considering that we spent close to 2 hours on this live stream, it means that by the time we are doing next week, I'll be preparing to stream for 2 to 3 or even 4 hours. Because this is the way I plan to finish building this stuff. So all these my co-workers, I'm tired though. I'm very sure that anybody that's coming back to come and rewatch this live stream may not watch up to this point. So this is try the points where I mess around without any repercussion. Okay. So okay. The clear roadmap for you then. I need to add some padding. What is it? 90 pixels. I'm actually going to add the same padding value. UI 90 pixels. Okay, so it says a clear roadmap for you. He said the page is looking sexy. Even put that as a comment, man. And I will take a screenshot. Camera. I think I'm actually enjoying this live stream. Like I'm discovering that life is not actually not hard. Like you can be on a call like this, talking and all of those things, and just enjoy life. Whoop. I'll still leave your comment off, by the way. You're welcome. Crazy. So that you have bragging rights and say, in the early days of WordPress, I used to be one of the very few people that joined their live stream. Look at where they are now. Okay, good stuff. A clear roadmap for you. The website is actually looking good. Like I'm just looking at it like on another screen, and it's actually looking really good. Okay, you're telling the story, blah blah blah. Assistant, SEO, blah blah blah. Lots of what's Tech people, they can lie. They can lie. Okay, now, so we now have all these various rows, and we are going to add coming soon on top of everything. So so we have a roadmap rule, so we are going to say roadmap the featured roadmap. Adiola, sure you not come and consider writing code like this. This one you're always joining our live stream. You look good on you. Then text. We're going to have a text here. We're going to have a text here. Roadmap. Somebody just joined this live stream. Let me show the person what we have built so far. This is our work in progress. The reason I'm showing you, whoever joined, I don't know who you are. The reason I'm showing you is so that you can stay and drop a comment in the comment section. If you know that you are not staying, please just be going. I'm trying to demo the stuff to you. So this is what we built so far. So we have the menu bar here, which you can close, then you can scroll down, then you have all these various rows here, right? Some things are of course repeated here. These are things that we'll fix later. Then we have a newsletter subscription section. We have a section for roadmaps, which is in this design, as you can see, right? A lot of the shenanigans, gradients, and all of those are things that we'll be doing by next week, right? Then we have this guy. So the section I'm working on right now is this roadmap section. Yeah. So thank you for joining this stream. Drop some comments in the comment section. Buy me a coffee or something. I don't know why I'm laughing like something. Let me change the music. This music is getting boring. This music is getting depressing. So brand. Let me come over to brand. Let me check another. Aha, nice. So for each of the roadmap, basically we have the title, then we have a description below it, right? So we have variant equals h4, right? Then what do you call it? Then we have, so for the roadmap, we have const title, then description equals roadmap, right? Title. Holy, yeah, let's get it. You know, here we are in this live stream writing some code. Yeah, I hope it's code. Yeah, hey, see me rapping and coding. People are missing out though. People should be joining this live stream so that I'll be rapping for them while I'm writing code and code. Whatever. Featured roadmap, right? Then the description. So I'm just going to do a bunch of featured roadmaps here. I'm just going to do roadmaps. It's an array. Then we have a title and a description. Title is product design. Description is some. Life is hard. Country is hard. You know what it is? See, we got into the product, now management, and everybody wondering how we're getting this engagement. Yeah, I know. It's a statement. Don't worry. I'll rehearse ahead of next. I'll rehearse ahead of next week so that I can drop some bars. Yeah. See, I wish I could drop some bars, but I'm aiming for the stars, and everybody looking like, oh, the lines are gone. Hey, why you use me laugh? Wait, yeah, you know, see, we're dealing with some UX and some DX, and everybody wondering why are you in the US? And I say this is for us, and everybody join the vex. Yeah, you know, every day you wake up, you face your fears. I tried now. That was longer than before, man. Yeah. Uh, uh, say what? Say what? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Uh, then digital marketing. Digital marketing. You see how they try. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's hope for me. Digital marketing. So I've actually not really done that. So this is going to be, let me wrap up these guys in a div. Let me just wrap these guys in a div. They're just joining this session. Thank you so much for joining. Let me demo what we've done so far so that hopefully you are able to wait. So this is the work done so far. If you come over here, you can see the menu bar. You can close it off. You have this hero section. Everyone in tech writes code. Then you have all these various non-technical roles here. This will be animated by next week. So if it's your first time on the channel, kindly subscribe so that you will see me animate this thing live. And you can go back. I just dropped some bars and some lines on this. Okay, that's just by the way, right? So then you have this newsletter subscription section. Then we have this section for roadmaps, which is what I'm currently working on. So yeah, thank you so much for joining this session. Kindly subscribe, like, share, drop comments in the comment section. Let's interact. It's supposed to be an interactive session. Yeah, let's get it. See, you asked for it. Now you got it. Don't worry, I didn't plan to rap again. You said Lucas really does want that. Is it Lucas said? I don't know. I don't know about that. Don't worry, by next week, I will even be in a better shape by next week. So don't worry, I'll be dropping bars and bars and bars and bars and lines. Maybe we'll even record an album on this live stream next week. The roadmap. Then I'm just going to say, okay, no, what am I doing? So I'm just going to return featured roadmap. And I'm going to spread the roadmap here. I'm really enjoying this beat, but I'm not just in the mood to like rap. But maybe I could tap or even clap. But then, oh my goodness, I'm fucking good. Thank God I don't drink alcohol. Like, if I was an alcoholic, I would be terrible, man. Okay, so I want to get the title from the roadmap. Then I'm going to just get the key. So the key will be title dot basically the same thing I did the other time. Replace all white spaces, replace them with an hyphen, then do to lowercase. Then I'm just going to do key here, because I think to a very large extent I'm very sure that no roadmap is going to have the same title. So each one is expected to be unique. And for that reason, I should be using an hash map. Is it an hash map now or a linguist? I don't know. But I think I should probably be using an hash map or something. Right, but it is what it is. Key, save it up. That's what we have so far. That's what we have here. Of course, things are not going to look good immediately. So it says title cannot be the structure of the roadmap. Did I use another key? Oh, that's because I destructured the roadmap itself. The roadmap itself is an item. So let's save this guy up. This guy doesn't seem convinced. Okay, title. Oh, okay. I think I could have just done title and description instead of this guy, and save it up, and everything should look good now. They're perfect. But now it's coming as a list. It's coming as a list. Alao Ifeoluwa. Welcome, 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 welcome. Anything for the boys? I'm spoiling your design here. You are laughing. You are dropping emoji. Are you supposed to be laughing? You are supposed to be swimming or something. But thanks for joining, man. Stay around. Like, we're having some fun on this live stream. And maybe if we have enough people joining this live stream, maybe we could just like do more stuff, because I was just going to do this last thing and just like move on with life and all of those things, right? But let's see how far we can go. Class name equals grid. Then how many items do we have on the grid? How many items do we have on the grid? How many items do we have on the grid? 3 items. Cool. This bit is really nice. I'm getting distracted. So let's get a grid. Cause should be 3. Save it up. All right, we're getting there. So thanks, man. Thanks, my G. By the way, if I did this design or led the design, is the creative director at other places of tech. You should follow him. He's a rich man. Say kudos. Amazing job on the design, man. Even though I don't abuse in a small on top of this live stream, but we cannot deny it. Designers and engineers, we always have issues. So that's constant. So nobody should even stress themselves. But in the end, we are guys. Okay, yeah, so we have the container now. Cool stuff. So for each of these roadmap class name, the text should be left. I want to align the text to the left. Cool stuff. Then there should be a gap. There should be a gap. There should be a gap. So what's the gap between each of these items? 24 pixels. How amazing is that? Work resumes tomorrow, man. Gap. Top. 50 pixels. Cool stuff. 50 pixels. I'm sure that cannot be in TailwindCSS design system. 50 pixels. Boom. In your face. Then we need to add some padding to the box itself. 26 left, 29, 29 top. So yeah, so I'm just going to do for the boxes itself, I'm just going to do PY 29 pixels, or let's just do 28 pixels. I think 28 pixels might be a better value. Yep. X, that will be 6. Let's see what that gives us. All right, cool. Now we have some padding inside of it, but then there is no distinction. It has to be distinct. Yeah. So we need to add some background colors to this guy according to the design. So it's pretty much the same background. They pretty much have the same background color, or it has a transparent. You say it loved tonight's video style. Yeah, so life is not hard. Like when I started the live stream, right? I was doing everything like, let's go, dude. I just discovered that in the end, it's a live stream. People will permit it. So this is the way we do it. Oh, no gra. Nobody should rush anybody. We just, take it there. That's good. I was actually very tired, but the fact that I think I lightened up and all of that, right, is really helping. So at least we are 2 hours in now, and I still feel like I want to go more. Let's do this, man. Okay, let's get back to doing serious work. Yeah, this is what happens when you enjoy what you're doing. So, cool stuff, right? Cool stuff. So I'm just going to do BG opacity. I'm going to do 95%, 30% rather. Then I'll do BG black. Background should be black, but it should be transparent. Or maybe BG white and make the background transparent. Yeah, there's no distinction here. So let's do BG white, and make the so now we're getting somewhere. Can you see? So BG opacity 10, almost gone. Then let's do 5 instead. But I guess on some screens, yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Then I'm going to add some border radius on this bad boy. Let's check what the border radius is. I don't want to use the border radius. The designer is on the call so that it will not sue me or something. I'm too young to go to prison. So border radius, what's the border radius? It's 15 pixels. Yeah, so I'm going to do rounded. 15 pixels. Rounded is how you add border radius to something. Yep. Okay, cool stuff. We're getting there. Hello. Yes, we're getting there. So what else? So the colors of these guys need to change, right? Apparently. So here's what I'm going to do. He said Lucozade Kiki. It's Lucozade Kiki. It's Lucozade Kiki. Send money for Lucozade now, you people. Should I drop this tag link for you people to send money for Lucozade? Okay. So I'm just going to give all this title the same color for now. We are going to make things dynamic later in the future, but for now I'm just going to give them all. Okay, but there is a problem. I can't even do that. It won't allow me to do that. So I'm just going to do. So what can I do? Let me go to tailwindconfig.js. I'm just going to say blue, right? I'm going to say default because this guy. Then come live. So now I can come over to the index.js or the pages, then come over here and say that the color should be blue, right? And let's see what that is going to give us. Yep. So they all have the same color right now, right? They all have the same color right now. I think I don't mind this, or probably maybe using a brighter color might just be better. So I would do maybe this peach. Is this peach or pink? If ladies that know colors, you know, men are not so gifted with being able to identify colors. So I'm going to do peach. Oh, shit. Right. I want to stop saying shit. I want to start saying shite. It says it's the local say it click kicking in. I get to find out. Then I'll come over to index.js and I'm going to say peach. Save it up and let's see what we have. All right, yeah. So this looks brighter. This looks more lively than what we had before. So I definitely am going to work with this. All right, I think this is not looking bad. Then the next thing I want to do, obviously what you see here is lorem ipsum. So we want to add some form of overlay to give it the impression. Okay, I'm speaking too much English right now. We just want to say coming soon. Oh, Simi Sola, that's one. She also worked on this design. They are the ones giving me trouble. They are the ones that are not allowing me to sleep. Welcome to the chaos that you've caused. Now I have no choice. I can't sleep again. Well done, web boss. Send money for Lucozade boost in the DM. Okay. So now let's add that overlay that says coming soon. Maybe in the future, by the time we deploy this project, the coming soon tag, right? The coming soon tag or upcoming tag is something that would be applied only to items that are coming soon. So I guess instead of just doing it here, instead of applying it to all the items, right, which was what I had planned to do initially, I'm just going to add a new key to each of the objects, or to some of the objects. I'm just going to say coming soon, true. Then let me pick another object and say coming soon. True. Save it up. And of course, it doesn't do anything right now. Then I'm going to come over here inside of the featured roadmap, right? And I'm going to make this guy relative because I'm about to have something absolute. So div class name equals absolute, right? Equals absolute. Weight full, height full, right? Then the DG is black, right? Then the background opacity, for now, I'm just going to make it background opacity. It seems it should be BG opacity, like BG opacity. I'm just going to make it 50 for now, right? Then left 0, top 0, and top 0. And let's see what this gives us so far. Okay, yeah, there you have it. Overlay. An overlay that is different from blah blue, blue, blah blah. So now it means that I can now get coming soon over here and apply only these to items that are coming soon. How amazing is that? Woo! You know the amazing part, or something we can do even better, not even better, is we can decide to sort this such that items that are coming soon either on top or after. So to do that, I'm just going to come over here and do sort, right? And I'm just going to do A, B, right? And I'm going to do A dot coming soon minus B dot coming soon. Let's see what this is going to be. Then I will do dot map here. All right. Oh, wait. What's happening? Oh, this is roadmaps. It should be. Wait, I'm coming. Okay, yeah, roadmaps. That's correct. So what's happening? I guess because I didn't add that key to this other item, so that's why it's not working. So coming soon should be false here. Coming soon should be false here as well. Coming soon. There are 5 people on this live stream. Wow. I feel like who's calling me at this time of the day? Hey, how would somebody be calling me at this time of the day? Hey, people don't know that we are doing live streaming. Okay. Coming soon. This should be false as well. Like 5 people on this live stream. Man, that's fucking big. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I mean it. False. Save it up and you see what I'm saying here now. You see that all the items that are not coming soon, and let me scroll up. I need to remove Simi's comment. Sorry about that, Simi. You can see that all these other items, they are bright, they shine bright like a diamond. Why the ones that are coming soon are what? Are grayed out. Please give me a round of applause. Day. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. So featured roadmap, right? Coming soon. And I'm going to do, like, my diction has changed because obviously I just tried something and it worked. Okay. So text, text, right? Variant equals P18. Then I'm just going to add the text coming soon. People are running away. Don't run away now. Don't run away. Just joke. I'm just playing. Coming soon, right? Then I'm going to render this as a span, right? Then the class name equals to the inline block, right? Then the BG will be blue. I'll just pick a blue here. We'll update this later in the design system. You'll be here. We are doing this every Sunday. So even if I'm lying, by next week Sunday, if I don't change it, you say, guy, you said you are going to change this to me. not change it. So I got you. So then I'm going to make it flex. Item center. This is just to ensure that I can center it. Justify center. Save it up. Okay. It's not really working. Okay, what shall I? So what's happening? Inline block. Okay, don't worry. Then let's do other rounded. Yo, see you, man. You're doing amazing, my boss. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for showing the love. Rounded. Right. Then we're going to add some padding to the left. EX2. Good stuff. Coming soon. So the question now is the $1 million question now is, why is this guy not getting aligned to the center? Do you want to dash it on me? Oh, I know why. Because I there said item start instead of item center. And boom! Boom, 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 boom. Skibidi papa. Boom, 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 boom. Ski ah. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop! Yo, man. We've come a long way today. Let's see if we can implement one more section, right? Most of these sections are half-baked, right? So we'll just clean them up by next week, right? Should we do the footer? Should we do the footer? Yep, let's do the footer. Let's do the footer. The footer we shall do. We shall do the footer. So for the footer, I'm going to come over here to my components, layout, footer, index.js, footer.jsx. Okay, yeah, so I have a bunch of components in here. Yeah, sorry. I copied and pasted this code. This is a template that I use at work. So, of course, obviously, you can see me deleting the code now. So, you still have to respect me. Don't say that because I'm using code from work, you will not stop respecting me. Please, we'll fight. We have issues. How am I so serious this night? But it's amazing. At least it's getting me going. What do you think? Okay, right. So, what does this look like? So let me see the properties of this. So we have background, we have the border radius of this guy. Then it is 7%. Yeah. So pretty simple. The smoke daddy. Are we playing? Oh yeah, to play. So over here I can just do BG opacity 7. But I don't know if BG opacity 7 exists, so I'm just going to do 5 to be on the safe side, right? Why am I returning this in a fragment? Why is this getting returned in a fragment? I cannot explain. Then I'm going to do container, right? You know what we use container for here. You people are running away. It's not good though. I'll be judge all of you. Wow, because the boost almost poured on my laptop. That would have been the end of this live stream. So n-link, right? Then static image. Static image is, we have source to be equal to, sorry, I'm just going to copy this. I don't have the strength nor the energy to, so I'm just going to come to the navbar and copy this guy. I'm sorry. I disappointed in me, Abby. Yeah, I'm sorry. The also is the also, my brother in the Lord. So I'm not sure if this path is going to be correct though, but let me just say this. Let's see. Worst case scenario is going to throw an error. It doesn't show anything. So the layout. Where's the layout again? Now blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. Then the index.js. Then main footer. Yo, Femi, thank you so much, man. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing some love, man. Really appreciate it. Do not take it for granted. Yep. So we have the main footer now. So let's save it up and let's see if it's going to show up. Perfect. And we have the other physics.tech logo showing up here now. But that's just only like one of the things that we have to deal with over here. Amazing, web boss. Thank you so much for joining. Deminile. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I murdered your name. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Watch our videos. We have great videos on this channel, man. Like, if you watch this particular video, you're going to laugh your ass out. See the journey to 1,000 subscribers, how to network like a pro at tech events, tips to build what do you call it, to build amazing products with TailwindCSS and React.js. And we are launching a course tomorrow on how to build your first Google Chrome extension. Like, just how amazing is that, man? Please subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to building. Okay. So first thing I want to do here is I want to add some padding, right? I want to add some padding to the top and to the bottom. It's 3 pixels top, 74 pixels bottom, 74 pixels top. So I'm going to say PT 74 pixels, PD 83 pixels. Oh, stop. We getting there? Oh, I have to remove this comment, unfortunately, just so that we can see. All right, cool. So I'm going to do a text align for this guy so that you can see the logo, text, center. Why are you people leaving now? You people should not just come and say, well done, amazing job, and leave. What's the meaning of that one? Amazing job is about amazing job, and you are not waiting for the end of the job. That's not the way Jesus taught us. So rounded. I think I'm having intelligence issues. My intelligence seems not to be working. So, and that's like a huge bummer, but I'm just like roughing it, you can't give up. This web boss, you have to build like a boss, you know what I'm talking about, right? So what I want to do is add rounded edges to this. So I'll just come to TailwindCSS and just say rounded. I'm just going to say rounded. Then I want to look for how to, okay, yeah, so I just need to see, okay, yeah, so rounded top, so we can just do, oh, that's amazing, rounded T, then rounded T, 250 pixels, isn't that a lot? Rounded T, let me see again, let me check that syntax again, okay, yeah, then the value 250 pixels, and that's going to add the rounded edge to both sides. Oh, isn't that just sweet to look at? Then we now need to layer the links on top of this now, which are the various pages. So we have roadmaps, guides, videos about YouTube. Those will probably come later. So for now, I'm just going to use the links that we have here, right? So I'm going to say, oh my goodness, I'm getting an accent. I'm so unserious and I don't know why. So sorry. So I'm going to say, I'm going to come over here, still inside of the container, of course, and I'm going to say nav. Then on another list, and I'm going to say, I'm going to use text, right? Render it as a link, as a list item, rather, not as a link. That's wrong. I'm so sorry. The variant should be a P18 or P16, something even lower. Then I'm going to do import text from component. Right. Then for now, I'm just going to say roadmaps. I'm just going to import that alone. Then let's see what that gives us. Oh, perfect. Cool stuff. Just what I needed. Then I'm going to say, then we need to add a margin top of 67 pixels. So I'm just going to do class name equals empty 67 pixels. Look like everybody's going to bed to sleep. It's past their bedtimes. That's fine. Roadmaps. All right, cool. So you see that this is actually beginning to look like what we have in the design, because now you see we have these rounded edges over here, and that rounded edges is beginning to show over here as well. So we have roadmaps. So I'm just going to, so here's what I'm going to do, just for the sake of, just for the sake of consistency. I think it's just better I use the same thing. So I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to my config where I have a JSON for the menu. We have home, about us, and all of these. Then I'm just going to say, where is that footer? Thank you so much, Damiloju, for joining this stream. I hope that you're learning a thing or two. Like, oh my goodness, this accent will kill me this night too. I hope you're learning a thing or two, or probably like just even enjoying the stream and all this, or just watching somebody else fool around, which I don't mind, honestly speaking. So I'm going to do import links, menu links from config /menu /header.json JavaScript object notation. Then I'm just going to do a map menu links dot map, right? And I'm going to basically just return this guy, right? Then I'm going to do a link, right? To make sure I link to it. Then I'm going to say that menu link or menu item, anyone works. So I can just come here and say const to href. Oh shit, I don't think it's wise to use that, but I'll just go ahead and use it. So href equals menu link, right? And that's what I would set as the key for this. So the key will be to or href. Good stuff. Then we have the title as well, or name. I don't know, I can't remember what precisely was used, but let's see. Then we are going to return this guy. Save it up. Title, actually title. Save it up, and let's see what we have here. Oh, it's still roadmaps alone that is showing. Why is that? There has to be some sort of explanation to that, you know. So let me refresh this page and let's see. Okay, yeah, element type is invalid and all of that. So, and why is the element type invalid? Return text as li key equals that. Link. I'm guessing I used the wrong key. Either the JSON title is correct. So let me come over to the footer again, and let me just let me comment this guy out, and let's see what that gives us. So okay, then I will just return a fragment. Refresh. Okay, we have something showing up now. Then one after the other, I'll begin to comment these guys out. Is it the link? Is it the text? Which of these components is not available in the code base? Let me see. Also, let me check my imports. That's probably a good way to. So we have link, we have texts. I'm guessing the issue is with the text, so I'll just do /text here. Fill it up. Come back. Oh, is it showing the text error? Interesting. So let me come over here. Let me see. Text. Let me see. Yeah, text is text. Is it showing that error? So what do we do? What do I do here? What do I do in this situation? So footer. I'm sure it's issues with one of the components that I'm using here. So let me comment out the end link and let's see if this works. Oh, it worked. So it's most likely an issue with the end link. So it's most likely an issue with the end link. So, and why is that? Let me try the end link without title. Let me try the end link without a title. So it's an issue with the end link. So what I'm going to do is I will come over here and I will look for the way the end link was imported or exported. N capital letter link. Then so just come over here. Then see end link, component end link. Wow, interesting. I'm stumped by this. Let me check something I've done previously, which is the navbar. Navbar here. I use the links here. End link. Yep. Oh, it seems I get what is happening right now. So footer. Come over to the footer. Yeah, that's what is happening. Then I need to spread the menu link in here. That was what was happening. This didn't have the appropriate props that I needed to work. Yeah, and it works now. Okay, nice. So the next thing we want to do is, obviously, according to the design, these guys are on one line, not stacked on top of each other like this. And of course, a cheat code will just be fast name equals flex justify center, so that they are all at the center. Perfect. Then I can simply just add a class name and just say maybe padding. Yeah, so maybe I think I would do imagine instead. MX. So the reason for my decision for either imagine or a padding is this is, so I'll show you now. So if I do MX4, for example, let's just see, right? The spaces in between each of these menu items is not clickable. It is the text itself that you have to click on. But if I do PX4, you can literally click on the spaces between them. Oh, no, you're still able to click on the spaces between them because I didn't apply it to the end link. Okay. So in this case, it really doesn't matter. But so that I can sleep better this night, I'm just going to do MX4. Right? Is that the correct space in between each of these items? I don't think so. Each of them has a space of 57 pixels. So I'm just going to do, so that should be 57 pixels divided by 2 because it is going to apply it to both sides. So which means that 2 elements, we get it sums up to 57. So I need to do half of that. So that half of that will be 20, that will be 26.5. Is that correct? Or 28.5. Yeah, it should be 28.5 pixels. But I'm going to stick with 28 pixels. So it gives us 56 pixels instead. Let me say 16 here. 8 pixels. Alrighty. There you have it. Then the terms and conditions, privacy policies, FAQs. Honestly speaking, we really don't have this yet, so I most likely will not be including them. So the last thing, of course, I'm going to be working on is the copyright, right? So I'm just going to, this is just going to be a text. Variant is P18. I'm just going to say N copy. I could say 2023. All rights reserved. Other cases of tech. If you made it this far, I would just like to know, do you think you will join this session by next week? Was it boring? Was it interesting? Are there things that you think should be better? Or do you think I don't even have sufficient knowledge to be able to be building this stuff, so that I will just go and brush up and stuff, right? But yeah, just drop comments in the comment section. So save it up, variant equals this guy, save it up, and let's see what it gives us. Cool. All right. And copy. Okay, this should be small letter, not capital letter. So copyright 2023, all rights reserved, other faces of tech. Then I'm going to add some margin to that, of course, just to give it space. 57 pixels. So class name equals empty, 50 empty into bracket, 57 pixels. I'll do 56 pixels. I'm sorry. I just don't like working with odd numbers, right? Because they sound odd, just like their name. No pun intended. So then we have that. Copyright change period. This looks quite far from this, so I'm just going to do 8 pixels instead. Sorry, 48 pixels. Right. So right now the year is hard coded. What happens in 2024? We have to come in here and and change the year in the code base. But then, why am I writing code? If I have to come in here every year, look at that rhyme. If I have to come in here every year to come and change the year, the new year. Honestly, this is more than I can bear. In fact, I don't begin to fear. Okay, let me just get back to it. So basically, I'm just going to do const dates equals new dates, right? And I'm just going to say const current year equals date dot get full year, and that's what I'm going to return here. I'm just going to say current year. So that way, yeah, so it's still 2023 obviously. So that way, when the year 2024 or year 2025 comes, this updates automatically. I don't have to come in here to manually edit stuff. So this is our progress so far. And to be honest, I said to be honest. To be honest, I didn't expect that we'll go this far. My goal was just to say, oh, let's see how far or how much we can do before in an hour. But apparently, we needed more time to get stuff done. And I think I'm pretty proud of the progress that we have made so far. We still have about 17 minutes. So in these 17 minutes, I will just try to do some cleanups, right? So for example, this hamburger icon here, I'm not really so comfortable with it. So I'm just going to import the SVG of the hamburger icon and use that instead. So just minor tasks like this are things that I'm going to be doing. If it's your first time on this channel, kindly subscribe. We are going to be doing this every single Sunday throughout this year, just building stuff like this, like the way things work in real life. Zero pressure. As you can see, I'm just like enjoying myself. Drop comments in the comment section and let's have some fun. Life is not that hard, you know. So I'm going to export this as an SVG, and I'm going to say, I'm going to call it, let me see, I'm going to call it menu.svg, replace, right? Then I'm going to come into the code base and I'm going to go to the navbar, right? And you can see that right now, what I have tried to do was to manually design the hamburger, right? While, of course, this works, I just feel like this is too much code for just like an hamburger icon. So I'm just going to replace all of this guy, and I'm going to say import menu icon from svg slash menu.svg. Then I'm going to come over here and just say menu icon. Let's see what I present. And we have the correct menu icon in here. How amazing or how cool is that? Cool stuff. So You see now, like it feels almost accurate. Like if something is good, that thing is just good. Like it's just going to feel very natural and all right. Okay, I think we are getting there, or yeah, we're getting there. So we have that. The next thing I want to do is if you check the design that we have here, the colors have actually kind of changed. The colors for the buttons are actually kind of different. So I'm just going to come over into, this is going to lead to some breaking changes, which I'm not even sure I'll be able to finish on this stream, but then what is life if you cannot live on the extreme end? So I'm going to come over to the button here, button.jsx, right? I'm going to look for primary. Where's the primary variants? This style, sizes, variants, primary, right? Okay, yeah. Then I'm just going to do, for this, I'm just going to do BG gradients to right. And basically the same thing that I did the other time is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to do BG. I'm going to do from the color. What color are we coming from? Coming to the navbar. I think I've used that a bunch of times. And I think there should be a way to extract this class into maybe like an utility function. I think that's probably one of the things that we should explore for tomorrow. I say for tomorrow, for next week rather. There's no live stream happening tomorrow. I need to go and work tomorrow for my daily bread. Sorry. Then let me look for the style.jsx. Where's the styles? So there are a bunch of shenanigans that are done before now. Pages, style, tailwind.css. So I'm removing this. I'm removing all of this style. This was what we used to take to add what do you call it, a gradient to each of these items. This is stressful, I beg. I'm not doing this. Thank you. So for now, we just remove all of this guy. Just remove all of this guy, all of these guys. Save it up and let's see what it gives us. Cool stuff. I'm actually very cool, very cool with this. This looks super interesting. It looks calm. It has this immersive experience. Oh my goodness, vibe. Wow, Ife should be so proud of me right now. Then so I'm going to go to the button, and obviously the text has to be white. Let me see what the designers used. It has to be white, obviously. Like, I know my guys, they sabi work die. So variant primary, then the text will now be primary 100. So let's see what we have here now. Cool stuff. So I would rather have this, right, than what we had before. This just looks way better. Wow, just a tiny little change. Look at how much impact it can have when just building stuff. Look at this design, just looks, it literally like took this design from where to like another level. So yeah, this is what we have so far. Let me see if I can implement the outline for the gradient, right? I have no idea. I'm trying to think of how I can implement it, but nothing seems to be coming to my head right now. But I'm going to try. I'm actually going to give it a shot, right? And let's see how it's going to be. So my theory, what I'm thinking of is right now. So let me give it a background of let's say yellow. I think I have yellow color here now. Alternative. Okay, cool stuff. So you see that the background kind of gets cut off, right? Okay, seems I can do this actually. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. And let's see what oh, interesting. That worked, man. So it seems that I had a fantastic setup overall. But the problem right now is this text is not aligned to the center. I have big issues with that. So I want to investigate why that is happening. So I'm going to come to tailwind.css and let's check the alternative. Anything I did differently for it. Up in here, let's check the component itself. Check the component itself, right? For alternative variant, is there something else we are doing that is different from other variants? Okay, so okay, you say for okay, I see. It seems I see what the problem is right now. I think I see what the problem is right now. I think it is this leading that is causing the problem. Oh yeah, that's the culprit. That was the culprit all along. That was the culprit all along. Interesting. So I think what I just need to do is I just need to change the value of this leading, which is basically the line height. Something that is going to work. That's almost there. 38 pixels. Oh yes, I think that's the right size. I think that's the value we're looking for. Nice. And now I think that I've tried. Okay, we still have 9 more minutes. Let's see what we can do in 9 minutes. We have 9 more minutes. Let's see what we can do in 9 minutes, right? Everyone in tech writes code. I actually didn't do so much, or I didn't factor in a lot of responsiveness for this design, which is something that probably like you want to pay attention to, like when you are building stuff, right? Like you have to take things one step at a time. Build for either mobile or PC, then start building for the other platforms instead of trying to do the two at once. So what else do we have here? Let me see. I'm not trying to start a new section, because starting a new section, we are not going to be able to finish a new section in 9 minutes. So let me see, is there any bug that is here that needs fixing? Okay, yeah, it seems I just saw one, and that is is this button, is this get merge button working? No, it's not. So let's make it work. So header or navbar rather. So this will be href. Right? And the URL is, I think I shall probably have, I'm going to do some other setups. I think I will do a lot of chore by next week, by the way, because there's a lot of things that are getting repeated in this code base at the moment. Save it up. So get merge. That works now. Donate. This should go to hash donate, which is, of course, is a page that does not exist. Fantastic. So let me go back to the home page. Okay, what else can we fix? Stories, get merge. Okay. All right. So I think one thing we can work on is there's this horizontal rule. There's a ruler that was used to separate a bunch of sections. Okay, yeah. So we have it up here, we have it down here. Maybe we could work on that, and that wouldn't take so much time to. That wouldn't take so much time to implement. So so that wouldn't take so much time to implement. So I'll just come over here. I think there should be an HR component. HR, not human resources though. HR, hr.jsx, const HR, section HR, right? Then the class name equals basically bg gradients to write, then bg gradient to write, then we're going to have from, and now this guy should be smart enough that I only want from at the instance one enough. So let me just do the navbar. I'm just going to use dummy colors, not dummy colors per se, but just like colors that I've used over and over again, right? Then just going to paste it in here. Let's see. Right, then import React from React. So you see here. Ah, wow, I'm so happy you're here, man. Thank you so much. I wasn't with you guys when you guys were designing, so thank you so much for joining me while I'm building this. I appreciate it. Export React from React. HR. Then I'm going to create an index.js here. I'm just going to do export all from right. So what that means now is I can come to the home page, right? Or let me go to the newsletter section, for example, newsletter, right? I can go to the newsletter section and I can do this. And I can do this. I will just return a fragment. I will return these guys instead of a fragment rather. And I'll just do HR, right? Then HR. That's what that gives us. The HR is not defined. Of course, we can get it. Import HR from components / HR. Let's see what that gives us. Oh, okay, it's on the newsletter subscription page. Okay, but it's not showing anything. It's fantastic. So that means we need to style it. So last name, let's just do height equals to. Somebody coming to visit me. God, I better go. Oh, you've learned some tricks on this call. Wow, I didn't even know I was sharing tricks. So you have to pay me here. How will you learn tricks and you are not saying anything? Learn tricks for free. Wow. Yoruba men, all they know is wickedness. The border white. Let's see. So why is this HR component not working? I'm stumped. I'm as surprised as you are, my brothers and sisters in the Lord. I don't want to, okay. My goodness. So it was working. So it was working. Pixels, no, 2 pixels. No borders. Border none. Border none. Border 0. Okay. Now, how amazing is that? So now imagine, once we have like various colors and stuff, right? We just add those various colors as variants for this particular HR component. But this is looking really amazing, man. Like even this blue to red color doesn't look so bad. But now imagine when we begin to add all the various original colors that are in here, like this, I think like this yellow, like just various variants, right? I feel like it's going to look even more amazing. All right, cool stuff. I think the only thing missing now, which I deliberately kind of allowed to be missing, is this padding. So I think I'm just going to add some more padding to it now. Let me just do UI16. That's going to be quite large, but take risk for that. Maybe like say risk, no one work. White row. Wow, it passed 3 hours already. Okay. Well, the PY16 does exist, but why didn't it work? Why didn't it work? Oh, it seems nope. I wanted to say it seems I know the reason, but no, I don't know the reason, and I'm very much interested in the reason. What's happening there? Let's see. 2,000 pixels. Does it have any impact? Okay, it doesn't have any impact. Just wanted to be sure. When things go wrong or when things don't behave the way you want, go extreme. Okay, yeah. Aha. Now that's what we're talking about. The 200 pixels seems a little too much. So I'm just going to do 150 pixels. Going to do 150 pixels. Yes. 150 pixels seems a lot. So let's do 100 pixels. All right. Yeah. I think this looks good. This looks really, really good. So yeah, wow. I don't believe like I'll actually be quite honest. I didn't expect that we'll go this far, like in this stream, that we'll actually be able to like do a lot of sections like this. My plan when I was coming for this stream is just if I'm able to do header, I'm able to do this hero section, then we'll meet next week. But we've really gone far. We're almost done with this landing page, and we are going to see next week. If you're still on this stream right now, please just drop a comment. I would like to give you a shout out. And I will be more than happy to see you by next week before I end the stream. It's been amazing. I started this stream feeling super stressed, feeling super tired, but due to your presence and your love, I was actually able to like pull through. People are dropping off. Drop the comments and let me give you a shout out. Or because I'm not blown, that's why people don't want me to give you a shout out. You're like, even if you give us a shout out, what's the word of that shout out? But then it's been amazing, man. It's been really, really amazing. I enjoyed this. I hope you did as well. I hope you learned a thing or two. Yeah, I guess we'll see next week. Cheers, and don't forget to build like a boss. Bye for now.